going to simply set up the Laravel project and also set up our model and migration. So for the start, I'm going only to set up one model and one migration, and then as we move along, we can be able to add more models and more migrations and even relationship. And also, I'm assuming that already you have Composer installed, you have a web server installed, such as XAMPP, WAMP, Nginx, whatever one that you want to use. And with that, let us dive in and see how to do this. So to create a Laravel project using Composer, we simply say Composer, you say create project. This should be create project. You say Laravel/Laravel. Then you declare the version that you want. In this case, I want version 10, and I'm going to call my project Laravel API course, and that is it. So I run this, and then you can proceed once I'm done. So I've created my project. So the next thing that we need, of course, to do, I'll just cd into Laravel API course. I'm going to clear the terminal here, and I'm going to make a model PHP artisan, make a model. I'm going to call this model for now product. And I'm going to add a migration. So you add by -m. Then I'm going to run this. So the model and the migration are created successfully. So I'm going to open my project with PHP Storm. So here we have our project. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going first to the migration and add, the properties that I want for this feature. So I'm going inside my products table. So if I go inside the products migration, I'm going to add the name like this. The name, okay. The name should be a string, and then I'm going to add the name, and then I'm going to add the price. So the next guy that I'm going to add here is a double. I'm going to use double, and I'm going to add its name as price. And then the last guy I'm going to add here is going to be long text. And long text, I'm going to add a description. So say description, and that is it. And then of course I need to do this. I need to do this. Yeah, and then now I'll go inside the product model. Inside the product model, inside the app models. Now we have our product model here. Inside the product model, I'm going to create a fillable array. And a fillable array, if you are not aware, it just helps to protect your input so that when the user fills or create this model, he has to submit the data that you have declared here. So you say fillable, and then the data that you want to restrict to be submitted, you pass here, and in our case will be name. It will be the price, it will be the description like that. Of course I need to do this, and then lastly we need to go to our env, and inside our env we need, of course, to create a database. So I'm going to call this Laravel API course. That is the name of the database. Everything is okay, and then I believe we are good. So the next thing that I'm going to do is, of course, to run our migration. Or let me just create the database first. So just go inside my PHP admin. So here inside the SQL, I'm going to say create database Laravel API underscore course. That is okay, and then I'll scroll down and click go to create this database. So our database is created successfully. So the next thing that we need to do is to run our migration. So I'm going to come here and say PHP clear. I'm going to say PHP artisan artisan migrate our migrations. So our migration are running and I seem to have an error here. What is the error? All right, table product already exists. Why is that so? Or what I can do is that I can just drop all the migration and just say, let's say PHP artisan migrate. I'm going to say fresh. So I've dropped all the tables and now our migration is well.